That's.
I would pay peas to see like I don't know, like Gemma Collins beef Shabo or something. I'd pay peas for that, bro.
Bro, where is your head at, bro?
What? In what universe?
Gemma Collins and Shabo.
Listen, bruv, I just see Nate Robinson and fucking Nate Robinson, or Robertson, whatever the nigga's name is, and Jake Paul beef. If I could see that, yeah, anything is possible. From that.
Dwain. What is going on, big man?
Man looks like this is not the Matrix, my guy. What are you doing?
Yo, no, I'm finished.
Man came into the chat like anonymous, bro.
I was hoping if I entered through the back door, you wouldn't see me and clock that I was late. Shit. That's funny.
No one was gonna ignore that outfit, bro.
Trust me, that is not inconspicuous at all, bro.
You have now clocked into another episode of the Part-Timers podcast.
I mean, I wanted to get into like if anyone saw anything about like the Burna Boy situation with apparently his sidekick. I don't know her name, but she came out and said that she was messing with Burna. And just see what you thoughts are on that, because obviously we all know that he's in, I think, a long-term. Are we saying long-term relationship with London?
Yeah, it's long term. I say long term.
She came out and said that she was in a relationship with him and Boy. As we talked about last week, like UK rappers and their shenanigans.
Well, I think it is. Yeah, I think all these side girls, I don't even like them terms, but side girls, are now finding out there's a bag. I feel like they've just all realised. So now they're all coming out of the woodwork, bro.
That's true. It's funny though.
It's just been 2020.
No, but a bag. Okay.
Kind of
This is the question I asked. A bag from where? From where? Where is the money in this? That's my question.
Oh no, sell it to a news organisation. I don't know.
What? Shadeborough? Shadeborough will probably give you 20 quid and a JD voucher, fam. Like, come on, man.
Sell a JD.
Shadeborough will just give you free promo. That's it.
That's what I mean. They'll post you a couple times on their page. Like, come on, man. There's no money in this.
Hey, some of these people are blown about from being with the right people, innit? You never know.
Who?
I hear
Who?
I was gonna say Loz, but she had the rhythm in it.
Who? I wouldn't say blown.
No, that was like,
yeah, I know she was JJ
as well.
I mean, I don't know if we're still shakuing on the beat right now, so I don't know if that's really blowing.
Do you know what? I still see her name.
No. You see her name because she's a bad thing. That's why. As much as she's Jay Huss's ex-girl, she's a bad thing.
I swear it was her, bro. She was on Supermarket Sweep. Remember that TV? I swear on my life, bro.
What's that?
Wow.
When they run around, it's a game show where they run around.
Oh no, the one from back in the day.
Yeah, she was on that still. I saw her. I was thinking, what's this girl doing on Supermarket Sweep?
That's all mad stuff.
That's
recently.
Well, like a year ago, I think.
Fair enough.
I don't know why I was watching Supermarket Sweep, but
everything all right, bro?
I was gonna say, bro. Working from home's getting to you, bro. I was working.
You man don't know. Sometimes you have to have the TV on as background noise, bro.
I hear it still. I hear it.
Supermarket Sweep was my background noise, and Loz was on there. So
back to this sighting thing, though. I do think it's mad how I maybe it's just me. I feel like most women, like if they're trying to get with a guy, they want to be the guy's main thing. Like I can't imagine women are out here purposely trying to be sightings. Like I find it mad how like this woman for 2 years. We knew that Burna was dating Steph, and she was just happy to be quiet for 2 whole years. Do you get me? I'm thinking, if it's money, what is it that makes women like be calm, to be sightings?
Money.
Yeah, but even at the sake of your pride, at the sake of your
money.
If you get some kids for the lifestyle and like the fact she can say she was with Burna, maybe that's enough for her, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Because let me put it to you like this. Okay, let's say she, like you say, okay, she likes it. She's gassed that she was doing the thing with Burna. She goes to the next girl. She's like, yeah, Burna's my man. I fuck Burna regular. The girl's gonna be like, what are you talking about? He's with Steph. Like, what clout are you really getting from that? Who's gonna believe you if you just go out and say, I'm pamming Burna Boy? Who's believing that? You know
I feel like celebrities live a different lifestyle. So
this is exactly what I was literally leading on. As much as I just said money as a one-word thing. But it's a different lifestyle. When you're famous like that, you'd be surprised how people act up and change and what they'd be willing to do to put up just to be associated with you or to be in a circle where they feel like they have access to you. Like you said, as much as you said, oh yeah, why would you feel like you're popping just because you're fucking Burna? He's got a side. Like some people would be like, yeah, that's my guy, and yeah, I'm lit. You know what I mean? Like I'm his team. I really
hope this podcast blows up in it because I can't lie, bruv. That sounds kind of lit.
What, man wants side chicks, yeah? Nah, but you know what? Honestly, do you know what's even funnier about that as well? Funny enough, we were talking about this earlier on Clubhouse. I was on Clubhouse earlier on this week, and there was a room that was discussing this very same thing. I think it's probably feeding off the Burna thing. Like, people discussing having side chicks and what type of side chicks are out there.
I think I was in that room, you know.
Maybe I caught onto it late, but there was a girl that was in there that apparently was saying that she is a side chick for whoever it is, but apparently the guy was buying her cars and giving her holidays and this, that, the other, and putting her in expensive hotels, designer, this, that, the other. I'm telling you, man, like everybody, not everybody has their price. Let me just say that. As much as people say, nah, I wouldn't do that. Everybody has something that they would want or something.
What's your price then, man? What would be your price?
Maybe what? A side man?
Some famous babe side chick or side chick. What would you like? What's your price?
30 billion.
Yeah.
30 billion in the account, yo.
You get me? I can't lie. I don't know. I'm trying to think of someone. If Georgia Smith wanted to pay my rent, you get me? Pay my car bill and that. That's
See?
it. I can't lie, bro.
So that means what? Georgia can come collect the dick whenever she wants, yeah?
Yeah, bro. She can do that now. Like, if she listed, you can do that now. You don't even have to give it up. For £0, bro, I'd give you peace, man.
Man is selling soul, bro.
It's the Moscato talking.
I'm finished. But yeah, man. I think, I don't know, man. It's a bit of a sticky one still.
To be fair, I don't like, just based on Burna's situation, I don't think she actually said she was a side chick. She said that she was just dating him as well.
That means you're the side chick.
You were the side chick.
Yes.
I mean, hey, listen, the Machiavelli, the Steph London household has been dragged for the last couple of weeks now.
No, literally, that whole household.
It's actually been spot for them, but hey, it is what it is. What can you do?
Ah, man. Oh, yeah, next weekend, isn't it?
Yep.
What's
Is
that?
he fighting?
Anthony Joshua, Pulev. I heard El Spence cleaned up Danny Garcia last night. I didn't even see it.
Oh, was it? I didn't see it, you know.
I heard that nigga wiped him, fam. The way people are speaking about it.
Yeah, Errol Spence is a level above though, anyway.
Bad boy fighter. But yeah, man.
I'm saying.
Hey.
I feel like, maybe it's my own personal opinion, I feel like boxing is in a bit of a mad place right now, isn't it? Just because it's a bit of a farce. Like, obviously, last week, we had this whole undercard. We had this whole thing. You see basketballers fighting YouTubers and fucking OAPs beefing as well. Like, boxing it's a farce now, isn't it? It doesn't seem like back in the day there seemed to be like a purity about it. Now it just seems like, oh, what, do you want to do a boxing match? All right, calm. Let's do a boxing match.
I wouldn't say that as much. I'll just say that, like, in terms of where we are, in terms of entertainers, everything's evolved now. Think about it before. YouTubers are just regular people, but now they're celebrities. So it's just the fact of they're now coming into a position where content is content at the end of the day. People pay to see anything. Like, think about it this way. I know I certainly watched, and probably other hundreds of thousands of other people watched Bouncer. No, what's his name? Little Man versus that other guy. I don't remember his name. I watched that. Or Small People Boxing Fighting History. I watched it. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I watched it. And I know lots of other people did. It's content. It's things that people want to see. So...
Listen, don't get it twisted. I'm not really a boxing purist like that, so I don't really give two fucks on it. But I know there's a few people I know who have been a bit like, rah, boxing is in the gutter right now.
I mean, I get it, but like I said, the one time when you can start saying, if you can say something's in the gutter, if you can say something is in the gutter, is if MMA start doing little celebrity fights, because that would be in the farce.
Oh,
MMA is actual now, but MMA is real fighting though. Real fighting. That's not boxing where you got gloves and you get pulled apart.
I mean,
I can smash your head against the floor.
What two celebrities would you like to see beef?
No one.
But if you could,
I wouldn't watch that. I generally would not watch that. That's.
I would pay peas to see like Gemma Collins beef Shabo or something. I'd pay peas for that, bro.
Bro, where is your head at, bro?
What? In what universe?
Gemma Collins and Shabo.
Listen, bruv, I've just seen Nate Robinson, whatever nigga's name is, and Jake Paul beef. If I could see that, anything is possible. From that,
Dwain! What is going on, big man?
Man looks like this is not the Matrix, my guy. What are you doing?
Yo, no, I'm finished.
Man came into the chat like anonymous, bro.
I was hoping if I entered through the back door, you wouldn't see me and clock that I was late. Shit.
Yeah, that's funny.
No one was gonna ignore that outfit, bro.
Trust
Hey,
me, that is not inconspicuous at all,
Hey,
bro.
Tevin, what do you mean this is inconspicuous to the T, bro? What are you talking about, cuz? You man alright, cuz?
You look
Blacked out.
you look like a fly.
Yeah, exactly. A fly on the wall, bruv. What do you mean? That's the whole point.
There's a
respect
way.
it still,
I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, come on, bruv. Get me.
That's funny.
You look like you're
What
about
one for the shades, bro?
Huh?
I said, what one for the shades?
This is the slave labor that my mom put me through this morning, so I couldn't, you couldn't see my eyes. It's been a long morning, bruv, and afternoon.
What?
I'm so confused.
I don't know.
I'm lost.
Now?
Hey, continue, bruv. I'm
That's
not
actually
here.
funny.
Yeah, I'm a fly on the wall, my G's. Hey, continue, bruv.
Finished.
Hey,
I'm actually finished.
let's
Anyway, yeah, Gemma Collins and Shabo. I'm here for that.
Hey, and
I'm
remember,
here for that match.
Worst
and remember, fuck Preeti Patel for the deportation. Fuck Boris Johnson. Fuck all of them, innit? Okay, carry on. That's me done.
That raggedy bitch.
That raggedy bitch, bruv. Anyway, go on. Hi, guys.
All right. So I've kind of come up with a situation. I can't take his outfit right now, but it's actually funny. But a situation. I just wanted to hear you lot's thoughts on it. But if you lot are in relationships or not in relationships, would you allow your partner to propose to you?
Say, I'm laughing at Dwayne's outfit. But go on.
Hey, why you man laughing at the drip, bro? Hey, when Unknown T does it, it's cool in it, but when Dwain does it, yeah. Yeah, when Unknown T and them man do it, it's cool in it, but when I do it,
Man, is this why you were late? Is this why you were late, man? Because you were trying to pick your outfit, like.
Nah, bro. My mumsy had me doing mad errands, bro. I said, big man.
It's a Mazeline.
Hold tight, Dwayne's mum still.
Yeah, old time mumsy though, man. Old time.
Great,
Old time mumsy, bro. Let me not put her on blast on the pod.
That's what I'm saying.
Get me?
Yeah, man. Old time, because she'll see this, innit?
So
But yeah, man.
yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say this. Listen, you know how he said Wegz saw his babes out in Dubai and he started drinking Strongbow. Man saw the starlights in the Rolls Royce and started. Nah. I got to re-up the questions of relationships again, boy. Wegz has been soul searching, boy. Man saw that double R logo in the background and the snaps and
Listen,
you start questioning everything in their relationship now. But
listen, you just gotta move to the next step in it at the end of the day. But listen, what's your last thoughts? Would you further down the line, whether you're in relationships or not, but would you allow your partner to propose to you? That's the thing.
I don't see what the problem is.
Really?
Like, don't get twisted. I would prefer to propose. Like, I've always had it in my mind where I'm the one doing the proposal.
Mm.
But if I love the girl and we're on the verge of like that anyway, why would that be such a big deal? She wants to marry you. Like, the whole point of a proposal is to find out whether the person wants to marry you. If she asks you, that means she wants to marry you. So I don't. Like I said, man, niggas got too much of this masculinity. It's not that deep, fam. Like, she's not gonna stop respecting you because she proposed to you. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's really not that real.
Is anyone else on that same wavelength?
No.
Hey, wait, one second.
And Dan's like, nah, I'm done.
what's it? Yeah.
I'm back on my point, innit?
Nah.
Now somebody needs to open the door.
But
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy.
I'm still here, bro.
So Chris, you're saying, yeah, if your so-called girlfriend at the time, obviously, invited all your brethren or whatnot, yeah, and was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put the question to him and you could do it in front of bare people. It's not just you two that she's gonna put the question in front of. That she's doing. Yeah. She's setting the scene, like you would probably set the scene, and then she got on one knee, and in front of all your like it could be your parents around, it could be your brethren around.
They will respect you, cuz.
Are you sure you're gonna allow that?
You're lying.
Again,
lying. Your mother and father.
I don't understand. Till tomorrow. I don't understand why that's like why should I feel emasculated by that? The woman I love wants to marry me.
Nah, man, that's
I get
moist.
that point. But is there no point that's gonna make you feel? Oh, this feels. I feel comfortable with it.
Like, obviously, it's gonna be like, because obviously the tradition is the man.
Is she gonna carry you over like into your house as well? Like, what's going on there, bro? You what's happening? Nah, what's happening here?
Are you gonna be on the bed and she's gonna lift your pants off, bro?
Yeah, for real, man. Like, Is she gonna take?
Okay, so this. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
Chris gonna take off the boxers off, bruv. What's going on here?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah.
Chris is gonna be lying on his back.
Yeah,
Chris is gonna be lying on his back saying, I don't usually do this.
Hey, I big bad. No, the thing is, yeah, it's just like I don't understand why, like if you love somebody, like you really love someone like that, I just don't see why, like, you'd be that bothered. Like, maybe there might be a part of you that might be like, oh, I wanted to do this, so like now she's like, do you know what I mean? But generally speaking, do you know what I mean? Why is that an issue?
Bro, I can't lie.
I don't understand.
If you're in a situation or in a relationship, and obviously you two love each other, bro, the girl, I don't think the girl's gonna propose to you anyway. That's me, innit?
Listen, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, they'll put like little signs and little cues. Yeah, little signs and little cues. They're like, okay, yeah, I want this or blah blah, etc. But they'll want you to do it. Bruv, if she's doing it, bruv, that's desperate. Okay, I may sound mad, but that's kind of desperate to me.
Why is that, bruv? Okay, your mentality on this is actually baffling me, innit? Because the way I'm seeing it, yeah, it's like, okay, I'm in a relationship with this girl, yeah. We obviously love each other. Let's say we've been dating for 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is, and she wants to marry me. Like, why should I feel like any less of a man?
Nah, fam, because you could get,
Why does that? My question is to you, man. Why does that make you feel less of a man? Because for me, I'm not atting you, man, like directly. No. My thing is that if you feel emasculated by that, that's something to do with you. You need to check your own what's the word? I can't think of the word, but you know what I mean? You need to check yourself, because obviously you seem,
you know what?
I don't want to say insecure, but do you know what I'm trying to say?
Personally for me, I'd just say, like, if we're in a position where you feel like we're gonna get married, then you should know me enough to know that I don't want that.
Facts.
You, like, even in terms of like you're saying, why would you? Yeah, fair enough. You both have the same intentions, but it's also the fact of like it's tradition. And as much as you might be like, no, tradition just like the other. Like, are you gonna be married in a church? Is she gonna wear a white dress? Are you gonna wear a suit? Those are also traditions. So at the end of the day, like if you're gonna respect those ones, you bet. Like, I would hope you respect this one in terms of understanding that I want to be the one to ask personally.
Yeah, man.
Don't get twisted. I want to be the one to ask. But if she asks before I do, and I'm already in the mindset,
I might even leave you.
I'm not gonna say no.
I can't lie to you, bruv. I might even leave. That's not.
I can't even lie to you. I would rather
too much, bro.
I would rather cut every single blade of grass at Old Trafford with a pair of scissors than a woman propose to me.
Tevin, imagine now, bruv, you get an argument. Oh, that's why I proposed to you, because you were a bitch in the first place. Yay!
Your woman tells you take my ring off.
Listen. Let me say something. Let me tell you something now. If any of your wives, and touch wood, that never happens. But if any of your wives say that to you, she don't love you. That's the wrong thing.
You've never spoken to an upset woman before, bro.
Yeah, you hate, bro. Venom, dragons, bro. Hella fire.
Dan,
maybe I do the relationship right, innit?
I'll move.
Dan,
it says the man who is defending simping, calling and saying, yeah, fuck that nigga who loves you now, I can love you better, fam.
Hey. I never said that would be me. Relax, yeah. Don't put out them propagandas.
Oh, Chris, that's what you're doing.
That was never me, yeah. Don't put that propaganda out there on the pod, bro. No one's gonna buy that.
I mean, it sounded like you were speaking from experience, my guy.
Oh.
Listen, the point I made earlier in it is that if you relax, big man, you've been here for 5 minutes. Man. Basically, the point so we were talking earlier about Marvin's Room being a simp track, and it is a simp rhythm, isn't it?
Like, it is.
The point I tried to make is that when you're in love with someone, if you've been in love with somebody, yeah, love makes you do dumb shit. Love makes you do stuff that under normal circumstances you would probably never do. So whilst it's still a simp rhythm, I'm not gonna die and say it's not a simp tune. Like, bruv, no one's gonna admit to it because you all want to be mandy. But you've been in love with someone, that's gonna make you do stuff that you would never ever do, and that's just the point I'm trying to make. Whether it's right or it's wrong, I'm not arguing whether it's simple or it's not simple, whatever, innit? But like, love makes you do dumb shit.
Right. So what you're trying to say is that you're out here like texting babies like, "Around, man, I can save you. You don't need, you're better than that."
The thing is, Dwain knows me. You know me, nigga. So you know I'm not doing that. You know I'm not doing that. But it's cool though.
Hey, Chris said, "Hey, Dwain, stop capping, bruv."
You get me, bruv.
Man said, "I can save you." Jesus.
I hear in all seriousness, I hear what Chris is saying though, because those thoughts are not like foreign. I mean, I wouldn't put it like Drake, but I'd be like, that guy, like, it would cross my mind. But yeah, it'd be like that. No, that's a moment of transparency, bro. It happens.
You know what?
Dwayne, plus, I think as a musician as well.
Karen, you right? I was gonna ask. Dan has been extremely quiet during this whole point. I think Dan got something to say.
Because you man are running. I ain't even want to stop you, man.
Fair enough.
You man are
Wait,
very
wait, Chris.
opinionated.
Chris, give you a run on that.
Listen, basically, the whole point I'm trying to make, yeah, like the Marvin's Room thing aside, the proposal thing, like, I would prefer to propose to my missus, like, I would. But if she proposes to me and I love her and I want to get married to her, I'm not going to say no, because to me, if I'm already in that space where I love you and I want to marry you, I know you respect me. I'm not going to marry you if you don't respect me. I'm not going to be in a relationship if you don't respect me. I know you're not going to see it as a simp thing, innit? You're going to do that because you want me, you love me. For me, that touches my heart as well. Like, if you love me like that you're going to propose, you're going to break tradition because you want to be with me that badly. How can I even say no to somebody like that? Like, for me, that's what you want. You want a woman who's going to break the mold. It loves you that much, she's going to break the mold. She's going to do that kind of stuff.
I don't know
That's
about
what
all that, you know, big man. I don't know, you know.
No, I hear what you're saying exactly. But what if a girl that you're not feeling like that proposes to you? Like, you think we're just casual?
Listen.
No,
hold on. How is anyone even going to get to that point with you?
Like you said, let's play doctor's advocate here. You've been together with this girl a year and a half. You know, it's all good. Everything's swimming along. You think, yeah, we're in a nice position. We're still building the foundation to this relationship. We're not in that zone yet. We've touched on the subject. One day you're lying down in bed. She just reaches over to the cabinet, ring open. Oh no. That's too private. Your birthday. She's in with your family. Everyone's there at your birthday. You don't know this is coming. She gets down on one knee. Where are you going from there?
Nah, my dad will look at me like a bitch, bruv. I can't even lie. Let me be real with you. No. Let me be real. I'm gonna be completely real with you. My dad will bring me aside and be like, big man, like, explain. Like, what's happening here? I'm being real.
Listen.
I know my dad. I know my dad. Like, he'll say that.
Like I said, yeah. If I love the woman with all of my heart, all of that masculinity, all of that.
No. Answer my question. Like I said, yeah, you feel like
if I love her, I don't care who's there. If I love her and I love her like that and I want her to marry me, if she proposes to me, I'm gonna say yes.
Hey, so what? Yeah,
I will only say no if I don't want to marry her.
Hey, so what? Yeah, so when you say yes, yeah, and like you lips her, she's gonna like lift your leg and shit. Like, she's gonna do that stuff. I'm just trying to get the picture in it. No, because this is nuts to me.
I can't lie. I like the pod a lot more before Dwain came back. Yeah, you can go do the hoovering or whatever. Yeah.
Is she gonna like grab your thigh and then, you know, lift your leg up?
Nah, you man. This is. Let me be real with you. This is the problem.
Nuts, bro.
With man. This is the problem with man them in our generation. The toxic masculinity is wild. It is wild. I'm talking about marriage. I'm talking about the love of my life wants to be with me for the rest of my life, and you lot are moving this mad because she asked you, not the other way around. Now, what's important to you here? Your relationship with her, or those little things? Those little things there mean nothing. And as well, when you actually get into a relationship or you get into a serious relationship, you'll find yourself doing certain things that you wouldn't usually do. You will find yourself forgetting all of those things, like those things you get caught up on, those little inhibitions or like whatever. You'll find yourself forgetting that. Trust me.
I mean, all I'm saying now, you're saying toxic masculinity in this generation. Go ask your father and your uncles if they would have accepted their wives proposing to them. You want to hear toxic masculinity? Go speak to them and see what they say, boy.
Our fathers and our uncles that were, let's be real, sleeping around. I'm not atting anyone, but our fathers and uncles that were sleeping around, cheating on their missus, not really treating our mothers right. Like, not being funny, most of the men, like, again, I'm not speaking for everyone here, I don't know you lot's situation, but a lot of the men in a lot of black families, they're not really role models. Let's be real. Enough, as everyone here, we all grew up in the UK, yeah? I don't know if everyone was born here, but we all grew up in the UK, yeah? We've been lucky enough to see two different cultures and stuff like that. We can all make faces, we can all do what we like. We know for a fact, even if it's not our fathers specifically, we know that to a lot of time, a lot of black fathers have not been great fathers. A lot of black fathers have not been role models.
I mean, I hear that, but then let's not
have a black father.
There you go. There you go.
Right.
There you go.
So Dan's exempt from this conversation.
No, Dan's not exempt because hey, listen.
I'm not exempt because, but I'm not going to talk about my family situation on the pod.
Yeah.
But okay, but you know what I mean. Okay, maybe there's a generalization there. Yeah.
Nah,
that's
what I hear you.
A lot of our
I didn't know this is the direction we're going in, but
listen, man. All I'm saying is no babes is proposing to me, bruv. End of, man. That's me. Dan, would you like to speak?
Let's stick with that direction because, boy. Hey,
Dan, what's your opinion?
No, but hold on. Are we shying away from this because we don't want to talk about it, or are we just shying away from it for saying we'll talk back on track? All right,
I'm happy to talk about it.
Because no, actually, you know what? No, hold on. Do you know what? Before we move on from this, what you said, yeah, I feel like that's a sweeping generalization. And the perfect person that said when we talk about this is Dwain. Your mum and dad have been together for however many years.
Yep.
So there you go. So you know what I mean? It's like I feel like that was the reason I was clapping. You can probably edit that out, but I spoke about it now anyway. But the reason why I was saying that that's too much of a generalization.
Yeah,
there are lots of
it is.
black households.
Listen,
That's why I was going to go into my situation,
okay.
and then I thought,
There
why am I going to take
there
my
are.
family business?
Yeah. I hear you.
There are, but I'm very sure every single one of us here has one friend at least whose father wasn't around.
But then, to be fair, if you're saying that, Chris, because there's so many different possibilities, and once again, I'm generalizing, that can happen to like many people, if you know what I mean. So the same way, people might not have a father in their life. There's other people that have 2-parent households, etc. So
that's
you
what
know,
I'm saying. I was just about to say that.
It wasn't. The point I was trying to make wasn't about absent fathers or whatever. My point was just like you said, are some of our older men or some of the people back home in Africa, or whatever. My point is that are these people that we can really say that they're role models for our sight? Not all of them.
The only thing I wanted to counteract is the fact that I wouldn't generalize that simply to black men. And the reason why I said that my father is not black is because he is not around, and he's not black.
So that's where I was coming in on that.
And that's why I said that, because I don't want that simple I get it's a good point, but let's not just do a sweeping generalization.
It's not sweeping. You're right.
I think that generation maybe had their morals a bit off in general as well. I give you that.
Basically,
my point is that we shouldn't be looking. I don't feel like we should be looking to the examples of that generation.
And you know what it is, Chris, as well. I think you know what it is with traditions. Yes, there are some traditions that need to be moved on. I agree, but I think there's just certain traditions that are going to remain the same. Sorry for somebody that said this. Are going to remain the same. For me personally, going back to Wex's question, I just think there are certain traditions like that are just going to remain the same. I don't think the whole if you're in a relationship and the woman proposes to you, that's not going to catch on. Like, it will always be seen as desperate for me personally because of just certain traditions.
Why is it desperate though? Why is it desperate?
Because
I wouldn't say desperate.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's just me, and I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm saying for me, because I'm saying with, as I said, certain traditions. For me, and maybe it's old school, and maybe I'm old school. The man should be proposing to the women. That's me. I'm not speaking for everybody. That's me, innit? Like,
this is another question I got to ask you as well, Chris. So your wife proposes to you. Are you taking her surname?
Shut up.
Oh, so now it's shut up.
Shut up. All right, so no, okay, all right. Let me put you like this. Okay, so
no. She loves you. She wants to be with you for the rest of you. She wants you to be part of her. Like,
one of my non-negotiables. Okay, so one of my non-negotiables for my wife is that I want my wife to take my last name. The reason I want that, the reason I want this. Let me finish. The reason I want this is not because of general tradition, although yes, fair enough, that comes into it. But the main reason I want this is because, in my experience of what I've seen, men have to compromise quite a lot to keep their wife and their woman happy. They have to give a lot of what they do. They have to maybe pay for a lot of things, whatever. So the very, very least that I want, is for you to take my last name. Do you get
but
me?
she proposed to you.
We've all heard the term.
I don't understand any of your thinking, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've all heard the term. All right, we've all heard the term "happy wife, happy life." Alright, we've all heard that term, innit? That term, basically, what that means.
I mean, it's a bit toxic.
As a man, it is a bit toxic, admittedly. But as a man, what that means is that you now have to compromise to make sure that woman remains happy. Do you get me? Obviously, I'm not going to talk too much about your parents' relationship, but I'm very sure that Dwain, there's stuff that your dad does to keep your mum happy.
Of course.
You get me? Stuff that he might not want to do himself.
In our lives, because
stuff that he might not want to do himself, but he'll do to keep your mum happy. And the reality is, in a lot of relationships, it's like that. As a man, you do have to compromise. You do have to not do certain things that you might want to do because you have to think about that other person. But for me, if I'm going to make those sacrifices and I'm going to make those compromises, the absolute thing I want at the very least is for you to take my name. On top of that as well, in terms of fathers and stuff, I don't really have a relationship with my actual father. I'm blessed to have a stepdad. But so effectively, I'm the first person with that surname. So I want that surname to continue. I want to build that legacy. So personally speaking, I do want my wife to take my last name.
What are you going to say?
Chris, I want to say one thing though. You see how you said like happy wife, happy life, whatnot? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that sounds a bit toxic and whatnot. But for me, on the part where it's about compromise, isn't there compromises on the opposite way as well? Because I feel like
there should be.
But I get it, fair enough about the surname thing, but then it goes back to like the compromising of would you want her to propose and be comfortable with that or not?
Listen, so here's what I think maybe you've got it twisted. I'm not saying I want my wife to propose to me. I would prefer to propose to my wife, okay? However, or my girlfriend, whatever. However, if she proposed to me and I have it in my mind that I want to marry this woman, I'm not going to say no merely because she proposed to me. Do you get it?
Chris would be lit, fam. I saved myself 5 bags, boy.
No, but you know,
10 bags.
You know somehow be twisted. Like she'll propose and she'll still want the husband to pay for the wedding. You know, it'll be something like that.
Isn't it traditionally? If we're talking about tradition, isn't it usually the bride's dad that pays for it?
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you now, bro. That whole tradition of bride's side and whatever, that doesn't happen. I haven't heard, or there's very few instances of that I've heard of that happening. I think everybody just pitches.
So here's now my rebuttal then like, because it seems to me that tradition is something we pick and choose, because if traditionally the bride's family is supposed to pay for the wedding, but as you've said, in most of the things you've seen, it doesn't happen that way, then why is that tradition okay to bend and play with? But the tradition of your woman asking you for...
Because I think in a traditional sense, and just men, because men, even in just different species and whatnot, they are kind of the hunters anyway, so they kind of go after the women. So my thing is, I don't think that's really going to change. So then with that, saying that, that's what I'm saying, some traditions will never change. As much as even people want to switch like gender roles and blah, 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 and in jobs, there's going to be certain things that are always set in stone. And I think those are one of them things. Like, as I said, like, you can propose to your man if you want to, ladies, but I don't think that's ever going to catch on, ever. Just because
I don't think it'll catch on either, but I feel that the reason it won't catch on is because most people's attitudes are kind of similar to you, man, today. Like, you just want to let it run. Do you get me? But I think generally, if you love that woman and you really love that woman, I don't feel like it shouldn't bother you.
I'd like to hear a female's perspective of this. And
yeah, it's true.
As much as we're talking about it and we're all males, I feel like in the comments or whatever, not that they can express their views, because
you know what, we need to get some, like we said for season 2, we're gonna bring on some guests. We're gonna get a female guest soon, and we're gonna ask her this question.
100%.
We're gonna do one favor. Can we try not to use the word female too tough?
Yeah, I was gonna say women guests.
What? I mean, what?
Women don't like that word. A lot of women don't like that word, innit?
Yeah. Nah, Chris is right. That's what I've heard. Apparently, you can't say that.
Anyways, I don't understand.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I wouldn't refer to women as females, because I know the way you're saying it. But I'm like, we're all male here, so we need a female guest to.
Yeah. I'm just saying. You have to check your words.
Trying to draw you out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
I'm not trying to draw no one out.
No, I get the way you're saying it, but I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying we're all.
I know.
Before we change into the next combo, Dan, I just want to hear your opinion on the whole question, because obviously you're letting us run and whatnot. But
man, were flying. I didn't even want to interrupt, bro. Chris was talking about family lifestyles. I was like, bro, man go through, innit, bro. I don't like being put on the spot, innit. So one that.
Man said one that.
You don't want to answer the question.
Huh?
You don't want to answer the question, though.
I said I don't like being put on the spot. One that, man. That's long, fam.
For the situation, that makes sense.
Yeah, bro, that is long, fam. Forget that, fam.
Fair enough. I got.
Man.
Yeah. Would you go through your partner's phone?
No. No. There's no point. Because I think like when you're going through someone's phone, you're looking for something and you'll find it. So no.
And that's a simp move, bro.
Yeah, it is. Right. No,
that's like the word of the day, fam.
Bro, that's a simp move. If you're going through the phone, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You ever go through anybody else's phone, especially your partner? One, you find nothing you want in there. Anything, you will not find any good news in there. I promise you.
And because you're probably going in looking at a phone to have an intention of finding something. You'll find anything. Like some guy could just say, "Hey," and you'll think of it like, "Oh, rah, he's moving to my house."
Who is Frank? You know what? Tell me why Frank is sending emoji. Exactly. Why is Frank sending hats?
If you're doing that, bruv, it's a red flag. It's all right, man. Leave, man.
I think from time you're already in the mindset where you're trying to do that, the thing's done anyway. It's already a wrap.
Yeah, it's done, man. It's done. So
even if you don't find nothing, you're already not trusting your babes, man. You're already paro as shit. It's already done, fam.
All right, cool. I'll expand into that one, yeah. Let's say, you needed to make a phone call and your phone died for whatever reason, yeah. And your girl said, "Oh yeah, here, just use my phone, yeah." And you see a random person, like Tevin just said, dropping a text like, "Hi, how you doing, boo? You all right?" Are you checking that?
Nah, come on, man.
That's a sick question.
That's a sick. Of course, man. You're on the phone. How you doing?
Who the hell is that?
Who's Frank?
Who's Frank?
Who's Frank?
Who's Frank? Is Frank putting food on the table? I'm putting food on the table. And you're sleeping in the
say, like, raw, I'm not supposed to look through your phone, so I'll pretend I didn't see it.
Nah, bro, you gotta start asking, why is Domino's texting you, hey boo, what's up? What the fuck?
You have to address that immediately.
Expeditiously.
Even the phone call that you were making on her phone, cut that immediately.
Yeah, that conversation can wait, bro.
You know what that made me just think of? Flipping that Mario Winan song.
That's a simp rhythm.
That's
one of the worst songs of all time.
You know what? I can't even lie to you. Yeah, we need to do an episode where we go through like the top 10 simp rhythms in music. That's 90s R&B. We got to come back. We actually got to come back.
90s R&B was a lot of your man is
simping,
right? Like I'll take you back, blah blah. It's a lot of that, you know.
Too much simping.
I don't want to know if you're playing.
Do you know what it is though? Do you know what it is though?
Yeah,
I think it ties in. It ties into around that time because obviously with social media and that, like, options are just there. It's very easy to find someone else. Back day, it wasn't that easy, innit? So if you fucked up or if your girl left you, like, you're trying harder to get her back.
I disagree.
I disagree heavily, Chris.
Because you got to think, if you're Jodeci or one of the top boy bands, you ain't, bruv. There's no problem there, bruv.
I'm not talking about. Okay, so the artists are making music that they think regular people will consume. So sometimes it's a case of like the artists themselves are maybe not going through that, but they're making this music that they think that other people around are gonna consume and digest in it. So obviously they're making these simp rhythms because they know there's symptoms out there. But the point I'm saying is like now in 2020, like you can jump on your phone, send out two swipes, and in 2 days' time you could be beaten. Do you get me? Like it's very easy to find other people now than it was back then.
However, Chris, me and my friends had this conversation a while back ago. Yes, I said the exact same thing you said. Like, you could be sitting in your house, you could swipe on your phone, you could organize a date tomorrow. Like, you could meet someone new tomorrow, you could meet them. But you also have to remember, because of the internet age, we're in Instagram, this, that, the other. Somebody takes a picture, somebody captions it, somebody puts it here, bruv. On social media, how many people do you follow? You follow like 1,000 people. On any given day, something will pop up onto your feed on Twitter or something like that. Someone you don't even know has now seen where you are on the other side of the city. Or if you were doing something like that, somebody would have to see you in person, or they would have to know you went there because you told them.
That's true.
So it's give and take. It's give and take. Even
in the 90s, that's what sold, man. Like that was kind of the era. That was the vibe, as Chris said. People were probably moving away, but that sold. Like man, them singing their hearts out like that, and I want you back, and I'll take you. He don't treat you right, etc. That was selling, bruv. So money in there.
But you know what's selling now?
We went from that. Yeah.
Toxic R&B, fam. Have you listened to R&B?
Yeah.
Guys like Brett Fires treat women badly. That's what's
guy.
Brett Fires, yeah. I can't lie. That guy.
Daniel said that very strong, bro. Brett Fires is my guy.
That made me start thinking, hey, this R&B stuff's alright, It's not too bad. I don't mind it now.
Hey, so you're gonna change up the sex playlist then, yeah? You're gonna change up the sex playlist, yeah? Put on some Brett Fires.
Chris has been dying to say this all podcast. He said this in the first 5
I told you, every time I'm here, till the day I die, I'm gonna bring that up.
Right, man just has alert. He's like, Daniel's talking about music. Let me drop it.
Let me drop the Freddie Grits thing.
I let you go on and on about marriage and families and fools. Now I'm in my music bag. Let me spit, man.
Let me get my shit off.
Let me get my stuff off.
Go off, sis. Go off.
I can't lie. I've been slightly just laughing at Dwain's profile the whole time. Look at that Morpheus, bro.
Charles.
Wait, hold on. Are we still talking about my outfit, bro?
You know that, Dwain. You know that the moon emoji, fam. That's what you.
Hey, yeah, man, try sneaking through the back door. I didn't think any of you would notice, bruv.
Hey, that made my weekend. That was hilarious, bro.
Hey, I don't know what to compare it to, but the Beatles or them things.
I know,
the mummy,
bro. You look like a bug.
Them Beatles, trying to jump on Imhotep and that.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know. None of you don't watch Naruto, did you?
No.
Okay, phenomenal. It looks like Shino, isn't it? For anyone that knows, man looks like Shino.
Hey, listen, man. I said we take your word for it. Apologies for my lateness. I just thought that you would have noticed and you'd carry on. I didn't think it'd cause this much commotion.
Is it cold?
You know what's killing me right now? Yeah, it's not even just the outfit; it's the moustache as well. The way man's moustache is looking with everything, it just looks so bad.
Oh, bro.
Do you hear me?
Hey, that's
You're lucky. I was trying to find my text,
Mario
but I couldn't find it.
Did you look? Wait, hold on. Dwayne, you were talking about this earlier on. The Letitia Rat thing with
Yeah, that was nuts.
with the anti-vax thing. I didn't actually see the video, but I saw some whispers and
Bro, Tevin, they tried to get her out of here. The backlash was nuts.
what exactly did she tweet?
What did she say specifically?
Basically, it was a video concerning that how, like, obviously when it comes to like different diseases like HIV and blah blah, the vaccine wasn't that quick, and we shouldn't be really trusting this with the funding, etc. It was something along those lines, innit? And it was in a video. I only saw a clip of the video. I didn't watch the whole video. So she must have tweeted that, how can we trust this? Basically, like, look how quickly it's come out, etc. And then, you know, people, man, oh, you should be using your platform responsibly. What are you saying? Are you a conspiracy? Blah blah. And it was like, they're like, oh, we should cancel you. Like, blah blah. It was nuts. Like, the backlash that she was getting for that morning was crazy.
Hey, shout out cancel culture, man. Everyone gets cancelled, bro.
Trust.
And then at the end of it, she was just like, "Rah," just kind of sharing my. Obviously, she said she deleted the video, but she was like, I was just sharing my opinion in it. But you know how people go off on social media, innit?
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, do you know what? I'll personally say I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I believe in vaccines for everything else, but I just believe in vaccines that have been tested as everything else has been tested. Like you said, it's an 18-month process and testing it rigorously before it comes out and whatever.
Right.
That's what I believe because
Listen, yeah, flipping the amount of stuff that this government has got wrong during this time. Why am I supposed to suddenly blindly trust that they've got this vaccine right?
Right.
Like that's all it is. It's not a case of me being an anti-vaxxer or believing in conspiracies. Is that, bruv? Every stage of this virus and this pandemic, they have got stuff wrong.
Yeah.
Who is to say that this is not another wrong move on their part? I swear we're the first country to buy into it.
I think so.
like 4 million.
You know how we were saying before, like, we're not going to buy the PS5 until they've sold out a couple units, just so we know that there's any bugs in it first. That's basically the same thing for me with that vaccine.
I want
to
flame analogy. I like that. I
want it to be 3-4 months first. Let people take it, like, see what happens, and then obviously I'll make up my mind.
I can't lie. Everyone I talk to is having that approach, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, they're meant to be giving it to the elders and the essential workers first, anyway, innit? So, boy,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like care homes. But personally,
I don't know if anyone here is religious, but it's all a bit revelations, isn't it? That's what I want to say.
That's it. It's all a bit revelations to me, mate.
Yeah, like I said, man. Personally, I'm open to taking it. Like we said, later down the line when the first months and first people have gone and taken it. But in terms of like me being the first one, nah, no chance. Actually, did you not hear that? Boris Johnson might take it on live television.
Yeah. Bruv, he's capping, bruv. He's gonna inject himself with water, bruv.
Water, fam. Trust me.
It's gonna be water, bruv. He's capping, bruv.
that's funny.
But then why, and this is just me playing devil's advocate, why do we take such a stance against this, but we're fine with MMR, fine with all these vaccines kids take? Why are we so anti this one?
I think
for me personally, I would say, yeah, I'd say for me personally, it's just the fact of how quick it's come out.
But how quick? I don't know. But the thing is, those other ones were about before we were born. I don't know how quick those came about.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I'm saying I don't know.
We were born. There's years of research and years of trials on them, so it's like they've seen what it does. And I'll be honest with you, another reason why I was kind of opposed to taking it is, I don't know if you guys remember, like when we were in high school, like year 10, year 11, did you guys ever get tetanus shots or something like that?
I think I might have got one in year 8 or year 7.
I can't remember. There was something that we
I
got
remember
in
getting jabs.
Yeah, some jabs or something like that. There was something that we got in school. And I remember, I'll be honest with you, yeah, like I was perfectly fine before we had these taken, signed up to take it or whatever. And when we took it, bruv, I was in bed for like 3 days. Like I was done. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'm not saying, oh my God, vaccines are bad for you, but I'm like, yo, it's like some vaccines, your body might not react to it well, so you're gonna.
I think that's how some vaccines work.
Because hey, I'm not doubting that. I'm saying, Chris, like there's gonna be a period where some people are gonna feel real down and feel real low and whatever, and no one knows what that is gonna look like. Do you know what I mean? Whereas with me,
flu jab knocked me out quick time. So
see, that's what I'm saying.
You do that recently?
I never took the flu jab.
No, I did that like a couple years ago. I never took because I'm supposed to take it. I didn't take it for years. I said, all right, let me try it. Bro, like Mike Tyson knocked me basically. That's what it felt like, bro. I was finished.
I've never had a single flu jab.
Yeah, I've never had a flu jab.
I'm not doing it again, bro.
I don't know what
I remember anyway.
No man, what's it? A Dr. Sebi thing, bro. Vitamins and that. Get me food and that.
But you eat meat. What are you talking about?
No, my immune system's calm though.
Oh, straight out of nowhere.
Yeah, but wait, so you're just giving up meat? You're vegan?
No, I'm not vegan.
Why are you saying Dr. Sebi? You don't follow his diet.
No, I was just saying vegetables and minerals and vitamins and that, keep your immune system sharp. Get me?
I'm confused, but I hear you.
Now, my 2 cents on the whole vaccine thing, that, similar to Chris' analogy, because it's true, like, it's a wait and see kind of thing. But if I'm honest, I'm not saying, I'm going to give it to May and then I'm going to make a decision if I'm actually do it. But, like, I feel like this has probably got a lot of the doctors across the world researching this much more heavy than anything else, just because it's been a world pandemic. And like, I've talked to a couple of people and they said, like, in the Spanish flu, when that happened, I don't know if you don't know too much about it, but when they did when they did the science behind it and got the vaccine for it, like, it still killed nearly the same amount of people, but then long term it had an effect on some people which did take it, and obviously that flu's not around, but you never know. This might be the 2.0 of it.
I even saw there was a report. Finish, Wegz.
But yeah, no, I just think the whole situation is that the fact that it's a world issue, and I feel like a lot of companies and where technology and like testing and whatnot has got now, I feel like it's much more a safer place to not trust, but I'd say it's much more safer place right now to actually see what testing can do now in comparison to like the last 20 years or so. And I'm not saying I fully trust it, but I definitely say that technology has advanced the level of testing to make it trustworthy. But again, we don't know with these companies, because I heard Pfizer's on a mad thing. I don't know too much about Oxford and how they've done their testing. I know there's another company, but
Babylon, they're all evil.
The thing is, I think the thing is, this whole thing, like, let's not even chat shit for Pfizer and GSK or whoever, these pharmaceutical companies, isn't it? It's about peas, man. It's a money thing.
It's about money, man.
So ultimately, my thing is if money is your main priority, then there's always going to be room for there to be doubt in what I believe you're doing, because your priority is not people's well-being.
Of course it's not. But
but if they get sued for it, then money is going to be lost.
But they'll always recoup that money, because I was even reading like reports that they said that they don't even this vaccine could even like affect women's like fertility, etc. But they like need to confirm that, and it's like, bruv, you lot are so fast to even like ship out this vaccine, but that's a huge side effect. You can't just say, "Rah, we don't know if this will make you infertile," bruv. Like, that's huge.
No, that's true. I heard that they're not putting it into people which are pregnant though. Like right now.
Like, regardless, Wegz, it's the fact of things. This is why I was saying, like I said, I'm not a fan of taking vaccines that have been pushed through because of economics and people are trying to get the world back up. Like, any other vaccine or any other clinical trial, they said was the standard time is 18 months. This has pretty much been, 9 months? 9 months? Because COVID has only really struck the world from like March.
Oh, no, technically no.
Don't get me wrong, it was in China since like whatever, and they were going through it, but the rest of the world only really started going through it from like February, March. That's when it became serious for everybody. Before it was, this is a Chinese thing or whatever. And then now it's spread to the world. I don't know, man. Like I said, personally for me, it's a real wait and see vibe.
You say I don't like injections, so
let's get the needles.
Yeah, forget all that, man.
But yeah, you know what? Enough of all that vaccine stuff, man. But Arsenal Tottenham today. I cannot wait to see Arsenal tears.
Yeah. Hey, Tottenham
listen. We know, the thing is, we all know how Mourinho's going to play. Like, the thing is with derbies, the thing is with the North London derby, it's like, how can I explain it, man? It's like, this is our shit, innit? Like, this is our game. That this is the game. It doesn't seem to matter regardless how we play. This is the game that we turn up for. We always do. Like passion comes out in this game. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I think as well as Spurs have been playing, form goes out the window when it comes to derbies, man. Form always goes.
Boy, you better hope Uber's got his scoring boots on, because I don't know what's happened to that done, you know.
Does he still play for Arsenal?
Yeah, bro.
Honestly, I have a feeling. Plus, I remember as well when we beat them 4-2 a few seasons back. We were not. I feel like we were in the middle of. I don't know if we were like having a great run of form. I can't remember exactly, but that was the game, and it just sparked. There's something about the North London derby that, especially for Arsenal, where Arsenal kind of been a bit more dominant in that game. Like, I always go into that game with confidence. You get it? Like, I never go into. It doesn't matter what game where we play. I always go
Wait,
into that game confident.
with this whole monologue, you better hope.
It's like when we play FA Cup
Bro,
games.
for real, Dan, man. For real.
Flip it.
Listen,
yeah,
listen,
you won
listen.
2 years ago.
If Arsenal lose, yeah, we
100%.
need to clip this. Yeah, we need to share this, bruv, because the way Chris is going on right now, man saying that this is.
Listen, I'm confident. All I know is I'm confident in it. The reason I'm going on because I'm the only Arsenal fan here. I feel like it's I need to make a statement. Yeah.
Listen, Thomas Partey.
I'm confident.
In your defense, Thomas Partey is starting. So
is he playing? I haven't even checked the lineup. Hold on, let me read the lineup.
I can't lie yet, Wegz. That's not been their problem. Their problem is going forward. These man can't score.
They need to bring Messi.
We don't have any midfield. We don't have midfield. Every game when you watch Arsenal games, we don't have a midfield. Our midfield is less than average. Xhaka, Ceballos,
Xhaka, Partey, Saka, Willian, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. That's the midfield and up front. At the back, it's.
I don't know.
Yeah, the team's alright.
It now, so.
Tottenham.
Like when it comes, I just know when it comes to North London derbies, like I'm always confident in North because it's our game, regardless of how we're playing. I just know I'm confident. Do you get me?
Fair enough. I mean, I'd say Tottenham start to the season. I'm gonna go with how the season's gone in it, but Tottenham for me, they're like a dangerous team, and I feel like Mourinho's got the balance of how to get through his team's Europa League games and Premier League games as a rotation from Thursday to Sundays. I get what you mean, Chris, with the Tottenham Arsenal. The form book goes out the window, but I don't know. You just got to call it what it is. Tottenham looks stronger. Arsenal look like they're not strong as they used to be. But again, I could be wrong. Like for me, I reckon it might be a draw personally, just because it's a form book. But I can see Tottenham easily winning it as well. So
all right, cheers, Wegz. Back to Dan and Tevin in the studio.
Boy, all I've got to say is, come on, you Spurs. Son for the Hattie or Harry Kane for a Hattie. We'd love to see it. I want to see tears. Now they're letting children back in or people into the stands. I want to see a child cry. I want to see all. I want to see Arsenal get wiped, fam.
Why do you hate Arsenal, bro? Why do you hate Arsenal so much?
Hey, we're not getting into this. That's a whole other podcast.
You know what? It's just because, like, Arsenal fans losing is the most entertainment you can see on the TL. No other team losing is as entertaining as Arsenal is.
You man go ham on Twitter, bro. It's hilarious, bro.
Do you know what it is? I say this all the time, yeah. I say this all the time. We're all in and around London, isn't it? Arsenal is the biggest team in London. That's facts. So obviously it seems that way because there are so many Arsenal fans here. Do you get me? It just
and Arsenal fans are just loud, bro.
Arsenal lose.
They're loud.
Do you get me?
Yeah, it's still
There's more
funny,
Arsenal
though.
fans here than anywhere else. Yeah, no, I get it. It's banter for people. It's banter for people. Listen, when United fans are losing their shit, that's like crack to me.
Look at the way Shibs added man in the group, bro. Added everyone, bro. It's shameless. It's actually shameless, bro. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm with Tevin, bro. Tottenham need to win, bro. Tottenham need to win, man, so I can add Shibs. Yeah,
I love it. I love it when Tottenham win, fam. I love it when Tottenham beat Arsenal. It's hilarious.
Gonna happen.
I mean, to be real, it's happened before, but it's few and far between. If you look at the record of NLDs, more time, Arsenal come out victorious. Do you get me? That's why I'm confident, because more time, that's our game. Do you get me?
For more time, you ain't 16th, so or wherever you are.
That is also true.
Yay!
You're 16th. Where are they at?
The last, okay, so
Where
the
they-
last time
where
I
they
checked,
at, though?
the last time I checked,
Oh my days. Your team is whack, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, it feels good because United aren't really booming right now, but
We're
it's nice
trash
to
as
say
well,
someone
bro.
else is even worse than us, man.
Wegs, stop making faces. Wegs.
Man United are fourth. I don't understand how.
Bruv, when
Wegs,
that's not good
Wegs,
enough,
Wegs,
man.
Wegs. No, let me get this off. Wegs, did you watch yesterday, yeah?
Yeah, I watched it.
All right. So wait. First half performance.
Terrible.
What were we saying?
First 60 minutes.
Exactly. So
60
Wegs,
minutes.
what I'm saying is, yes, our position is good. Are you happy with how we're playing?
In the whole of 90 minutes, no.
Fuck off, man.
Oh, this guy, look at
We're
We've come back from two. We're out to come back from two games.
This
We
is
were
why
behind
I
to
call
win.
you the Man United tie, my guy.
Right. You said it's not trying to make this
he's
content.
even got the Thai vibe with the glasses and the tracksuit. He's even giving me Thai vibes, man. Can't lie.
Kai Wegz, bro.
With that glasses, Thai wigs.
Hey, Kai Wegz, bro. No, lie, but United, we're Moments FC, bro. We play moments, but we're full, so we move.
I'm happy when we win, and the way we win, I'm not mad at. But as long as we get W's, I'm happy.
I'm a little
I
bit
was happy with the game
I'm
that
with
became
Wegz on
back.
that, you know.
Nah, man.
I'm with Wegz on that.
If
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
being
you support Arsenal, bruv. You lot will take a win where you can
Yeah,
get
you
it
lot will
from.
take a win anyway,
I
mate.
get it. No, but Wegz. I'm saying,
Explain that. Dan, let me
Wegz.
explain that. Let me explain.
Wow, go on.
Because more time when Alex Ferguson was in charge, how many times did Man United pull the bag out and come back from 1-0 behind?
I know, but listen, what I'm saying is that we always look that way, pretty much. And this season, bro, the amount of games we've lost, you're chatting like we've been doing that game. I'm saying 3 like it's cash at this point in the season. That's not cash.
Anyways, I don't want to digress where we're going to go with this podcast, but listen.
Yes, I win.
What I'm going to say...
Every time I'm making a point, every man wants to say, I don't want to digress.
Arsenal game, we lost 2.
Nah. I told
Every time I start on a topic, I'm digressing.
Because Wegz don't let you know.
They try to silence you, Dan. Don't let them silence you.
We let Chris waffle on for 2 hours, bro. Let me speak.
Wow.
Every time I got a topic, I'm digressing.
There you go on, Dan, bro.
So thank you for watching the Part-Timers podcast, guys. Yeah, I've been Chris. This is Dan and that.
Hey, Dan, don't be oppressed, bro. Speak your truth.
I'm starting my own podcast.
We'll do it on another day. But
yeah, start off a Fuckwits podcast, bro.
Man, I never said that.
Bro, slow down.
That Wegz.
Man, listen,
You can run, man. That is, man. For the first 60 minutes yesterday, we were fucking arse, bruv. My goodness, we were arse.
Last week we were not good.
Yeah, last week we weren't good. We haven't been good at home.
Bro, we weren't good until the Mandem came on. That's the joke. That's not good enough for me.
That's a fact, bruv.
If Fernandes gets injured, what we do?
Squad rotation.
We are going to be fighting relegation if Fernandes gets injured.
Everything
is why they're starting to hit from.
Everything. Partey got injured, and we ended up 14th. We're in the same boat, my guy. It's just your Don didn't get injured, and ours did.
Yeah, a couple losses for United is peak.
No. I'm not letting that statement stand. Partey and Fernandes not in the same boat. Please.
They're different players.
They're not. They're different players, but they're game changers for their teams.
But you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean?
No,
when you're missing, like,
he hasn't proven it.
My point is, the point I'm trying to make here is that, like, our bad run of form has really coincided with my man being out of the team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
What about Aubameyang?
No, Aubameyang, we need to ask questions about Aubameyang. But to be fair, I think Aubameyang's lack of threat right now is less because of Aubameyang playing badly, but more just because we're not providing him the service in the way that he needs it. Do you get me? We're not playing to his strengths. We don't have people in our midfield. Bruv, do you know what threw me? Our most creative player is David Luiz. David Luiz is our most creative player.
Sideshow Bob.
Anyway, I don't want us to digress.
Nah, that's burning. I'll tell you what, yeah. Nobody say nothing for the next 10 minutes. Nobody say nothing for the next 10 minutes. Let's just let David let off.
Let's talk about David Luiz. Let's go.
Nah. Hey, I know. On another note, I can't lie. For a Man United point, Tony Martial got to go. It's over now. It's over now, bro.
That is a hot take, gun.
Yeah. If he doesn't have to go, he's not playing the number 9 or the central striker anymore. Go back onto the wing. You've had your chance.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he's got to go.
Yeah. That's a shout. I wouldn't even lie.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he's got to go, but we need to ask questions.
Dwayne, you know, we've had conversations. Me and Dwayne, we've had conversations about what I feel about Martial and it. Like, I think he's a bit overrated.
I'm not.
Some of you wankers had the nerve to say the new Thierry, bro. I'm
not sure he should be starting. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be our starter. He shouldn't be a starter for us.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's too inconsistent. Yeah, and he's had time to be consistent.
Because there's literally, Dan's right, man. There's literally some games he looks unplayable, but when he's fucking shit.
The thing is, there's no doubt in his talent. He's sick. When he's on job, he's sick. But, bro, some games...
He gives me Maitland-Niles vibes in the fact that you can just see how talented that person is.
Maitland-Niles talented.
It's like they because they know they're talented, they're almost not bothered. Like,
it's too easy for them, man, bruv. It's too easy, bruv.
I'm not gonna lie. For me, Martial plays football at his own pace, which is very annoying because it's not the same pace as everyone.
No, you know who's the most annoying with that? Paul Pogba. Jesus Christ.
Yesterday.
Oh my god.
He was
honestly and this is the worst part is if Paul Pogba ran around the same way like Partey does, Paul Pogba would be spoken about from the heavens. Because even the goal he scored.
In the cup.
Nah, 100%. No, before I never used to say it, but I can tell you now, yeah, Paul Pogba's lazy. Even the goal that he scored, look at where he was when the rest of the team was in the third half. Man said, it looks like the squad. What's going on over there? Man starts jogging.
No,
Yeah, man, what? All right, cool. Let me jog.
You know what it is with Pogba, yeah? He just doesn't look interested.
He's not, man.
He
Yeah,
doesn't look
that's
like,
what I was going to say.
He just looks unfit to me. Personally.
He's unfit. No, he's unfit.
No, he's unfit.
When he tried to run past Declan Rice, any other time he would have got him, but he's unfit right now.
I can't lie. He just did not look like he wanted to be there.
That's it. You don't want to be there, bruv. That's
what every time I looked at him, man was strolling around.
Yeah. The body language tells you that, bruv, I'm just here to get
But
paid.
I can't lie. I think he was frustrated that none of our players were making runs.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Martial, it's true.
No, I hear that, but then
honestly, no one in the team early on was making any type of run. So he's there.
But hold on.
He's like he's got no moves to make.
I was saying now, West Ham were doing a great job of pressing us. They did not give us any time on the ball in midfield. They were doing an excellent job in the first half, which is why it was a boring game.
Be able to be more creative.
However, this is what I was also going to say as well. When we're talking about we need to be more creative, Paul Pogba is the guy we're looking to be creative. He wasn't doing fuck all in the first half. We had to bring on Bruno to make moves. Bruno came on in 2 minutes, man created like 3 chances.
Because Bruno is more of an attacking threat.
No, Paul Pogba is supposed to be an attacking threat as well. No. Listen. People ask Paul Pogba to be a box-to-box midfielder. He doesn't want to be a box-to-box midfielder. He wants to be the creative guy to make the passes. So be the creative guy to make the passes. If you're not going to go and defend, create chances.
Kevin, in the way that midfield started, the person which was playing the higher role closer to Martial or Cavani up top was definitely Van der Beek.
Yeah, definitely. And Van der Beek didn't have a good game.
It's just one game. It's one of those games that literally you come back in the second half because of Bruno. And I'm not gonna lie, Rashford, amazing. He missed the chance and whatnot, but you gotta give it to the players. And Greenwood started to step it up when there was space in front of him. But
I can't lie, mate.
West Ham played very well in the first 60 minutes, I'd say.
Rashford needs to work on his finishing though. But
I've been saying
that, bro.
That's what they say we're mad, you know.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing there's no fans. He wouldn't have hit none of them kids he's trying to feed in Rosette.
There was fans.
Tevin.
He needs about 10 chances to score.
He does, man. Rashford never finishes his first chance. He'll be a clean one-on-one. He's hitting it wide. It's like, bro, please.
Or he kicks it at the keeper.
Like, please, just score. Why do you need 5 chances?
Well, the worst thing is he's got so much venom in them shots as well.
Yeah.
It'll go wide, but it'll be flying wide. Yeah. But yeah, man. Anyway, it's been rough. It's been rough. It's been love. It's been real.
That's why I'm hitting, innit?
Yeah, hitting, definitely hitting.
Hey, AJ to knock out Pulev round 6. All right, let's go.
Round 6, yeah?
5 or 6.
Fair enough.
You heard it from Dan live.
I just wanted to make my prediction.
Hello, guys.
I want it to be documented.
You know the vibes, man. Thank you very much for tuning into the Part-Timers podcast. You know where it's at, fam. Everyday vibes every week. Like, share, subscribe, send to your boys, send to your mother, send to your fiance that wants to propose to you, whatever, man. Send it out there. I've been Chris, Dan, Wegz, Tevin, Dwain. Once again, thank you very much for tuning into the Part-Timers podcast.